episode 7's final scene. Originally, he was intended to have a larger part, but screenwriter Mike...
I already knew that.
Nice. Okay. So, looks like it's set up. Got the standby screen up. Cool. Nice. Okay. So, looks like it's set up. We've got the standby screen up.
Put it into the settings, so it should be good. I'll put this to Carteroid. I'll find the broadcast on here. Put it into the settings, so it should be good. I'll put this to Carteroid. Wait, you're not connected? I'll find the broadcast on here. Put it into the settings, so it should be good. I'll put this.
I hear you.
You hear me?
Do me a favor, just tap the microphone.
Boop, boop, boop. I'll find the broadcast on
I hear you.
you. You hear me?
Do me a favor, just tap the microphone. Although I don't know if that's
Boop, boop,
the...
boop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
You hear me?
Do me a favor, just tap the microphone. Although I don't know if that's the...
And then this mouse here works too.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could this mouse here works too. You hear me? See everything over there. And then this mouse here works too. Okay. So we could this mouse here works too. You hear me? See everything over there. Oh, I sound like such an adult. This mouse here works too. So we could this mouse here works too. See everything. This mouse here works too. So we could this mouse here works too. See this mouse here works.
So we can move Africa, I guess, onto the main screen, and then I can have YouTube up on mine, just so we can monitor the chat on YouTube.
And then we could also this mouse here works.
So have this over here. Africa, I guess, onto the main screen, and then I can
Change
have,
scenes.
Yeah.
Because that mouse works right
So we
there.
can monitor the chat on YouTube. Yeah.
Just have to mute this. Close this. This has to be muted too. Turn off these speakers.
Where did your Wi-Fi thing go?
You don't need this. Do you need this YouTube one up?
No, you can close it on there because I'm pulling it up on mine.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Brian, you're nearby.
Alright. We could just go, I guess?
Yeah.
So we'll just start and
So I guess you just have to change the Africa stream from unlisted to... Or from hide. Regular.
if I don't have to redo this, it'll probably be...
This pillow feels weird.
I wanted us to be able to see like the viewers, so I was trying to keep that there.
There's a weird mosquito-looking Pokemon here. It's too far away. We're just scared. Oh, nope, there it is. I'm gonna get this fucker.
Alright. Switching over.
Transition.
Transition!
Nice dissolve.
We are live. Oh, thank you.
It's,
You know, it was all my skills.
you probably did not catch that reference at all.
No.
Spaceballs,
Uh-huh.
1987, Mel Brooks. Great movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
We owned it and watched it many times. Hey, Barry, welcome.
I'm catching it. Sorry, hold on a second. All right, I got it.
Josh was catching a Pokemon.
There was a wild Beedrill in here. I needed to get it
In my apartment?
in your apartment. So, yeah. So I Spaceballs, 1987 movie came out. You know it. It's a great movie. Parody of Star Wars. There's a scene in the desert. Sun's blaring down, and then it transitions from them being in the desert to like another point later in the day. And there's a voiceover of Barf who just goes, "Nice dissolve," and it's just completely random. And ever since I saw that, that's just I don't know why. It's just
That was
weird.
one of those movies my brother and I rewinded and watched over and over and over again. Well, I guess we're live. We might as well start.
Yeah.
The introduction.
Away from this thing. All right, put my phone down. Enough Pokemon for now. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So, it's episode 2.
Episode 2.
Brian is back with us again.
Yes, I made it back. Thank you for having me.
You made the cut.
Yes.
Taylor did not. He has been cut up and fed to the man champ. Machamp? Machoke?
Machoke.
Well, I don't know how
I was gonna finish you and say Mandalorians, but I was like, wait, but do they eat? They don't really they're not that.
No, it's Sarlacc. The Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, the Sarlacc pit.
So, in case anyone here is new, I don't know who's watching right now.
Yeah. What's up, Char?
Hey, how's it going? We're just gonna talk about geek stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's just life, the universe, and everything. So whatever's up.
So we're still trying to figure out like a set day and schedule, but it looks like Monday nights might be the thing.
Yeah, Mondays are good. We're a little bit later than we wanted to be tonight, just because computer issues.
Technical setups, just all sorts of things, and last minute change. We decided to come and do it here. This is my place, and Jordan unfortunately couldn't make it, so I was asked to come in, and happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. So this week, from the title, you can see we're going to be talking about Netflix's Stranger Things, which I binged through in 2 days. I know some people did it in 1 day, but you know what? Screw you guys.
Yeah.
I did it in 2. I got new shoes. I don't know if is that a geek thing? I don't know. I guess it could be.
It could be. I mean, Vans had all those retro shoes.
Yeah.
The Nintendo line.
Yeah, I didn't get those though. A little bit more about Pokemon Go and Comic-Con. That's coming up.
Wow, I can't believe that's the end of this week.
Yeah, new shoes. So these are... Here, I'll take them off. Nike...
You were wearing shoes in my apartment this whole time?
Training things. I don't know. It took me like 3 hours to find these things. Because I went down to the Citadel. It's like south of LA. And that place was packed. On like a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Like, I couldn't make it through the lines. It was like being in a Trader Joe's.
Ooh, these are light.
They're super light. They're nice. They're comfortable. They were like $120.
Supposed to be. Nice.
Not bad. I had a $75 gift card, so
those are
brought
cool.
it down a lot more.
I might actually get some training shoes. I need to actually.
Well, I needed new shoes for Comic-Con because like walking around there is like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like I bought last Comic-Con was the last time I got new shoes. I bought a couple of pairs of Chucks and I wore those out in like a day and a half.
Really?
Yeah, like this like literally on my way home, the soles at the bottom of the Chucks started to come apart. I still have them. I keep gluing them back together.
That's like a souvenir. It's like I survived Comic-Con 2015, and you like plaque it under there.
That's so much walking. I mean, now I've got to take my other shoe off because
now
it's even. So yeah, I mean, like this is going to be your first year going to Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, I've never been before. I always dreamed of going ever since I heard of it from Wizard.
I remember that magazine.
When I was like 10 years old collecting comics, like, or probably even earlier when I started, but yeah.
What are you looking forward to? Because you're going to be there Friday night for the hashtag party.
Yeah.
You'll be there Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing Sunday. I just told to be around. I said okay. But what I'm looking forward to most, I'm just looking forward to actually seeing what it is. I know it's changed a lot. People have said over the years, especially with all the Hollywood
Yeah,
superhero movies and stuff. It's exploded even larger.
Have you looked at any of the pictures that are available from like back in the day when? Because I mean, it's been going on since like the 70s, I think, or the early 80s. It's been around for a while, and so like back when it started, it was just comics.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
and like like people dressed up as like cartoon stuff. But now, it's like this is the place that people go to see it. It's like new movie news and new comic book news and new video game news. I mean, it's huge. Like
now.
everything is there.
I saw an article this morning that mentioned that last year had over 100,000 people.
Yeah,
and they showed this picture and it was just insane. Like the streets were crowded, and
they
were like, for comparison,
that 100,000 people, that was just at the convention center. Like inside of San Diego itself and the Gaslamp district where all this takes place, there's easily over 250,000, if not more. So I mean, think about it. What day were you at Anime Expo?
Because the way they compared it to me, that blew my mind. They're like, so the Super Bowl had around 70-something thousand people, full stadium, and they showed how packed that is.
Right.
The Super Bowl, and this is like what you're saying is like 3 times more than that.
No, it's crazy because Anime Expo, I was there on that Saturday. I didn't go on. I don't think I went on Friday. No, I didn't go on Friday. I was there Saturday, and there were 120,000 people just in that area. So,
okay,
Comic-Con is like insanely more than that.
Dude, I can't fathom. I just heard stories.
Yeah, well,
the horror stories. So to say,
I'm driving down there Wednesday afternoon. I took half a day at work. I'm gonna leave at like noon ish. Probably get down there at like 4, and it's gonna be crazy.
How's phone reception during Comic-Con? Is it like dead?
Phone reception isn't too bad. Like on the floor, like deep in the convention hall, it's a lot of people, but I remember getting phone calls once in a while.
Once in a while. Yeah, because I went to EDC in Las Vegas,
right,
and there was absolutely no reception.
But was that because of Vegas or because of all the people that were there that were eating up the network?
From what I understand, both. Partially infrastructure was lacking, but second was just so much people. It's like as soon as you left, or it was like earlier in the mornings when there was less people, all of a sudden you got 10 text messages.
Right. So because Comic-Con is such a huge thing in San Diego, like Comic-Con is like Christmas for San Diego, because like like most retailers, like they do like 80% of their business for the year during Christmas.
Yeah.
For the city of San Diego, that's what Comic-Con is. Like they get all this revenue from that, so they've spent that money building up their their cellular towers and their infrastructure. Because I mean, if you notice that like the public transportation there is amazing. You can take the train like almost anywhere. They have shuttles that run people back and forth from their hotels. It's a good bit of money that gets spent there, so I think they've tried to build all of that up.
That makes sense, because now that you mention it, I vaguely remember hearing about the Comic-Con season.
Yeah,
as a factor of people's financial.
Yeah, well, I mean, just convention season in general. Because I mean, think about it. We had E3 that was like about a month ago. Anime Expo that was 2 weeks after that. Now we have like San Diego Comic-Con, which is probably the biggest one, coming up this week. Month after that, we have Power Morphicon up in Pasadena, which is the Power Rangers convention, which is like, I think, the biggest Power Ranger convention anywhere. And that's going to be crazy too. So it's just like from May. It starts kind of like with WonderCon. It's like summer movies, like the blockbusters. You get like 1 or 2 that are in like April or May. Yeah, and then all the way up through September.
Man, yeah, because I keep hearing about, like there's like, there's just so many. there's one in Boston. There's NorCal Comic-Con.
Well, so Comic-Con International is the one that runs San Diego, and they have WonderCon, and they have one called the Alternative Press Expo. New York Comic-Con is a different company. Boston Comic-Con is a different company. So like, there's all these different conventions that are out there. They all call themselves Comic-Con because they're comic book conventions. Yeah. But Comic-Con is San Diego. Yeah. It's crazy. So
what are you looking forward to, Wilson? Having gone there for years now, having been there I assume as press and not as press.
I've actually never done a convention not as press. Right?
Wow.
I've been to trade shows.
Okay.
So like I've done a couple of technology trade shows cause I used to work in theater.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for the Nickelodeon Hotel in Orlando, Florida, which kind of like so. Do you remember What Would You Do and what was the Legends of the Hidden Temple, which we were talking about earlier?
Temple, yeah.
And what was the
I always wanted to be on that
and
show.
Guts,
yeah,
and all that stuff. So they shot a lot of those at Universal Studios Florida. And because there was Nickelodeon Studios inside Universal Studios, and then Nickelodeon decided to move most of their productions out here to LA. And after they did that, they turned the studios into like a guest attraction, and then Nickelodeon decided, hey, we want to open up our own like resort for like family friendly things. So they opened up a hotel with all Nickelodeon stuff. I worked in the studio part of that, running the lights and the video and the audio for, like, we had, like, a live SpongeBob show with, like, the animated people wearing the big costumes.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. So, like...
I can only imagine you have some funny stories.
For a year that I was there, I was there for more than a year, but we got the SpongeBob show after I'd been there for a few months, and it was... ridiculous. I watched the same episode of SpongeBob four times a night for a year.
Wow, so...
But it was always with a live audience and always with, animated characters. So it wasn't, like we were just watching it on TV. It was people in a costume acting out the SpongeBob episode. And then in addition to that, we had like a game show that we would do up until a few weeks ago. They actually ended up closing recently, but they had a Double Dare live show, and they had like a bunch of stuff that they did there. So, but I did all the tech stuff for them. So I would go to trade shows to see like new lighting equipment, new audio gear, and all that kind of stuff. Needed it. Oh. Yeah, but that's a lot different than this stuff.
Yeah,
it's so much different. But yeah, I mean, looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the hashtag party, obviously.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about it. I've been on the phone with a couple of people about some surprise things that may happen.
Oh.
I was talking with our event planner about it like right before I came in here, and there's gonna be some celebrities there. There's gonna be a VIP after party. It's gonna be.
Can I go?
It's gonna be funny. Yeah.
VIP after party?
Probably. Maybe.
Nice.
I don't know. I hear it's a limited.
Oh, that's exciting!
Access,
I'm excited to hear about like all the surprises.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be super cool.
I'm looking forward to it. It's.
But on top of that, like I'm looking for the Legends of the Hidden Temple thing, and the Square Enix thing that you and I are gonna be going and checking out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. Square Enix has an obstacle course where you're gonna be able to go and do. There's like a dash event, and
I'm just learning about this for the
like
first
an acrobatic thing. There's all kinds of stuff that you and DJ are gonna do.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I just heard I'm gonna be in an obstacle course, so yeah, that'll
be good. And then I just got an email that we're going to be going to the CBS press event for the rebooted MacGyver TV show. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Scorpion.
What? MacGyver?
MacGyver's coming back.
Wow.
I don't know if he's going to be fixing things with paper clips and chewing gum anymore, though.
Gosh, he's going to be making bombs with the turkey. And oh, man.
Pressure
that was the first haircut me and my brother got. Was a MacGyver haircut. The first haircut or style I demanded.
Yeah, you had a mullet.
Yep. Oh, me and my brother were just like, we were like, MacGyver, he's so cool. He's a mech also, because I'm a McKinney. Oh, like, yeah, MacGyver. He can do anything.
That was a thing in the show. There was an episode where, like, he got, like, hit on the head with a rock or something, or, like, he fell, and he had this whole, like, dream sequence that, what's gonna stroke it.
Chad asked me to stroke Josh's beard, so that's what I'm doing.
It's a fine beard.
For those who are listening, you're missing out if you're not checking out the live stream.
But yeah, so that threw me off.
Yes, I did it.
he hit his head, had a dream that he was back in like medieval Ireland or whatever, and he had to go. You know, it was like
MacGyver. Yeah, MacGyver.
It was like a kid in King Arthur's court or whatever. It was like one of those type of things where he had to go and help the Scottish people. Oh, that's funny. Whatever.
You know,
Scottish people.
It makes sense because around that time, you know, Quantum Leap was popular too, and all that. Like, we could try to do something like that too.
This is the second day in a row I've had a conversation about Quantum Leap now.
Really?
Yeah, it came up while we were shooting the news feed yesterday.
Nice.
Quantum Leap. That's a show that they should reboot.
Yeah. What was the guy's name who's always
that was
punching on that tab? Al. Trusty old Al. He's like Siri. Yeah, he's Siri, or he's the Google, or he's the Wisp in Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. He's that one guy that follows you around in Battle Chasers. Like he's like
Peter Dinklage. What was he in Destiny? The orb floating thing.
Oh yeah.
I was telling you about stuff.
And then Halo Cortana.
Yeah.
Yeah, not getting any of those names. Fail to the max.
So speaking about TV though, let's talk about Stranger Things. You said
Stranger Things.
You said that you haven't watched it yet, right?
I have not watched it yet. I saw that it was on Netflix.
Yeah, have you seen the trailer?
I didn't even watch the trailer yet. I just saw the poster and the thumbnail and how reminiscent it was of Star Wars, with the colors and the way they arranged. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then like some of the pictures, and I read the summary, but I forget what it was.
All right, wait.
But I just thought this looks fun, and I wonder if it's good or not.
We'll come back to Stranger Things in a second.
So in
Pokemon
chat,
dates.
dates.
In chat, we're being asked about Pokemon dates. Brian, you had a story about this.
So, for those listening, our Africa TV chat user Ignorant asks, Pokemon Go dates, that works? One user, Princess Leia, saying, yep. Yes. I think it could.
If escorts play Pokemon Go?
I think
probably.
Ignorant, I think it could work because the biggest challenge in dating or approaching strangers is the icebreaker, just having a conversation to start with.
Yeah, something to do.
And people are saying with Pokemon Go, they've been able to have conversations with people totally outside of their demographic or niche or whatever for the first time because they have this thing in common that they would never have in common normally with complete strangers.
Right.
There's a certain amount of strangers you're going to run into going to the same places you always go to. But through Pokemon Go, people are able to talk to people they've never been able to talk to. And like a lot of you who are playing it right now, I'm sure you're having experiences talking to strangers. And I was joking with Josh, like, hey, what's your Pokemon Go story of the week? And me and my friends, we went to the beach for dinner. And then we decided just to have a walk along the beach. And then there was those two other girls who were playing it. Pokemon Go too, and we were playing, and we were just like, oh my gosh, I think I yelled a Pokemon in the corner, and then like people looked and we're joking, and it just started the conversation. It's like, oh, you're playing Pokemon too,
right.
And next thing you know, we're walking along with these two other girls along the beach, complete strangers. We don't know how old they are, where they're from, or anything.
Just because you're going in the same direction.
Yeah, just because we're both doing the same thing. We're like, hey, did you find Pokemon? You're like, oh yeah, and we all just like, oh yeah, we just started going together. And then we started walking along together, and we're like, oh, yeah, what's up? Okay, yeah, we're at UCLA, you know. Our friend's like, oh, okay, yeah, they're old enough, you know. And then, like, but, like, yeah, I think it's possible. End of the story. I had to walk along the beach with completely random girls.
Yeah, because, I mean, for me, too, it's the same thing. Because, like, I'll be, like, walking around my office, you know, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to walk up to the deli and get something for lunch. So I got it on my phone because where I work, going up the street, there's like 30 Pokestops like between me and like a couple of blocks up. Jeez. So like I could easily walk up the block and get like I don't know like 25 or so Pokeballs just in one run. So it's great because like one of them is attached to my office, so like people in my office will just like set up lures and just sit there. So it's you know, amazing. But because of where I work and the area that I'm in, there's people walking up and down the street all the time. Mm. So like if I'm walking up and they're like, "Oh, what did you get?" So immediately it starts a conversation. Yeah. So like there's no like awkwardness of like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
It's just.
And
did you catch anything good, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
So like it's a really good, like you said, icebreaker, because it's something that you guys both have in common. Like, you might not have anything else in common, but in that moment, it's that one thing. So it'll at least get the conversation started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I totally agree, because I had a train of thought and I got distracted. I just got distracted by chat. Henry says, "I'll applaud the Japanese when they perfect sex robots." And that distracted me. I was like, that's a whole nother subject.
I mean, they're getting close, right?
One user in chat, Princess Leia, mentions how a 90-year-old grandma is with her 13-year-old grandson are playing Pokemon Go together, walking through the seats. Yeah, that's really cute. It's awesome.
Pokemon Go is bringing people together.
Yeah,
it's together.
Together.
They'll evolve. I don't know what they'll turn into.
They'll turn into relationship
with your 9-year-old grandma. That's a little weird, man.
Hey, you never know.
All right, so let's go back to Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Oh, right, yeah.
So
how is it?
So good. Like, this is easily probably my favorite show of the year.
Before you go there, let me give you my reason why I didn't start watching it right away.
Okay.
Even though I saw all the signs that it had all sorts of lovely, goody geekiness that I love. Different fantasy ideas, worlds, who knows what it's about.
Right.
Was the rating that it was for 14. I don't know why, but for some reason, if it's not, like, mature or, like,
that's just
enough to me, it's like, it's going to be
14
boring
up.
If there's no blood.
It's like
or,
14
like,
and up. Like, are you telling me you don't watch, like, cartoons?
I watch
those are like
adult-rated cartoons, like not anime.
Things with tentacles.
I was like anime.
No, it's like, so. No, there's not a lot of there. I mean, there's.
I don't know why I have that bias, because that hesitated me from watching Voltron.
Really?
Even I was like, it looks so cartoony and childish. But then once I started watching it, I love Voltron. Voltron's amazing.
Did you ever watch Fringe?
I've watched like 2 or 3 of Fringe. I liked it.
Okay. You've seen Lost?
I need to go back into it. Lost. I never watched the whole thing, but
you've seen episodes.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch It with
yes.
the creepy clown?
A long time. I barely remember it.
Okay.
I tried not to.
So the amount of violence and like sexual type stuff that you got in that is what you're getting in this. So it's not
these days.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it was made for TV. That was a miniseries that aired on like ABC or something like that. So that was a network television show. But yeah, I mean, there's a monster. Have you seen Blade 2?
Yes.
Okay.
That was probably my favorite of the Blades.
So, you remember, like, in that one, the vampires had the thing that, like, their chin opened up, and so the monster in this thing, like, imagine if that was, like, just their face. So, like, the monster in this, the face is, like, it has, like, these giant, I guess they're, like,
one
lips
giant
or something.
predator mouth.
Yeah, so it's just, like, the swirl, no face, and then it opens up like a flower, and it just, like, sucks people dry.
Swirl with no face that opens up like a flower.
Yeah, yes.
Whoa,
so
cool.
Imagine a flower that just like, and then.
So it's like a face. It's almost like a swirl, and then it just comes undone, and it's like
Venus flytrap, or like something like that. It's like it's stuff. I'm moving my hands on.
I'm sold. I'm sold, just on that alone.
But anyway, like creation. So all those things I mentioned, like it's got elements of Fringe in it because of like the whole science like monster type thing that had Super 8. Okay. With the kids, Goonies. There's references to, like, the old Stephen King, like, 80s and early 90s movies. Like, there's a whole thing with, like, you remember in It, there was a thing with the slingshot where the kid had the slingshot and the rock, and he had to hit it when the giant spider in just the right spot. Yeah. There's a whole scene that's a reference to that. And like I saw that, I was like, I know what's gonna happen because the kid pulled out the slingshot. I was like, I know what's gonna happen with this thing. And then that scene happened. I was like, it was just like I was smiling the entire time I was watching it.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil it for you since you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
But it's so good. Like it's only 8 episodes. They're like 44 to 48 minutes each. So it's like not even 8. It's like barely 7 hours worth of material.
Did you watch it in one day?
2.
I
watched it in 2 days. Yeah. So Saturday I got through. No, I watched 1 episode Friday night, 3 episodes on Saturday, and then the last 4 on Sunday.
Okay.
The last two on Sunday. Or 4, however many.
I'll have to watch one.
But
for sure.
It didn't. It felt short, but it felt like a complete story. But like when it ended, I was like, I need more.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a thing where you're gonna be like, all right, when is the next season gonna air?
Nice.
You're gonna want to watch it.
It's not enough.
I know. Have any of you guys watched Stranger Things or any other Netflix shows that you guys are into right now? Because I need something else to watch now that that's over.
Where is Stranger Things? Tell me more about the background. Who wrote it? If you know, or is it like based off a book? Is it a comic?
No,
it's 100% original.
Yeah, it's an original idea. It was the Duffer Brothers, who I never heard of before that. I will look them up now to see exactly who they are. But they wrote it. I don't know if they wrote all the episodes. They produced it. Let's see. I mean, they've already been talking about season 2, so I'm happy that that's a thing that's going to be happening. But what else have they done? Let's see. Going to IMDb, because where else would you go for that?
Yeah.
Let's see here. So Stranger Things. Oh, they did Wayward Pines too, which another show that I've heard that I need to watch. That's really about it. As far as writing, producing.
Hi, Bomi. Welcome.
Director.
She's heard of Stranger Things. Yeah, Josh was just sharing how awesome the show was, and he binge watched it basically over 2 days.
This is Stranger Things is the second thing that these guys have really done. They've got like a few other like shorts listed on their credits, but Wayward Pines was the first thing that they did, and now Stranger Things.
Cool.
But it's so good.
If you could share a non-spoiler synopsis of what it generally is about, what would it be? Is it about is it a kid that's the main character? Is it an adult? I absolutely know nothing about it. It's like, so there's a group of 4 kids that are definitely the main characters. But like Winona Ryder is the mother of one of the kids. Okay.
And she plays a really big part in it too.
Cool.
Matthew Modine, who he was like the chief of police in Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. The last one.
Okay.
Like he was the guy that was like, no, I'm not coming out. And then he was hiding, and then he came out and he died.
Yeah.
You just see his body like lying in the street. He's like, I'm not gonna be a pansy anymore.
It's like we need to make space for Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. So. But no, if I had to give you like a non-spoiler synopsis,
I gotta watch the trailer.
It's a boy goes missing, and supernatural elements occur, and the show is the story of trying to find him.
Okay. Cool.
And monsters and sci-fi nostalgia stuff happens.
Awesome though.
Yeah, the trailer for it was really good. I didn't see the trailer for the show. I was at work, and in our kitchen area we have an Xbox One. So I turned on Netflix and I saw the logo, and I was like, "What is this?" Because that's
new.
that logo is new, and that looks amazing because it's like that whole thing just like embodies like the 80s type thing that it's going for. Here, I'll show you.
User Bomi93 said, I love shows with supernatural content. I do too, Bomi. Speaking of supernatural content, Supernatural, the show itself.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
So, this is the official poster for it. So, like, you can see, like, so...
Okay, I never saw this poster.
So, the logo has, like, elements of like those old like Stephen King type things. Like that font is like what they use in like Christine and Cujo.
And it's very nostalgic.
And the lighting, and it
reminds me of like 80s, early 90s like thriller book or movie.
It's really good. Are you pulling up the trailer?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the.
That's the poster.
Just the poster. I guess I could just show it this way.
What are you doing? You're hitting buttons.
Never mind. I'm just gonna mess it up. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so you should watch it, and then we can talk about it in a couple of weeks.
I will do that.
You're not gonna have time this week. You might have time this week. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm
San Diego.
I'm not that busy for Comic-Con. I just gotta.
Yeah, you're not coming out until Friday.
Yeah.
So if you can watch it, we'll talk about it on Monday.
Sounds good.
You didn't see Ghostbusters over the weekend, did you?
Not yet. I wanted to.
Like, I'm so... I want to watch it, but at the same time, I'm so hesitant about it.
Really? Everyone's been saying it's been good.
Bonnie, when you binge it, you're not gonna want to stop. You're just gonna watch the entire thing. Like, the only reason I stopped watching it on Saturday was because I fell asleep, because I started watching it at night and then I was tired.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch it tonight. What time is it? It's almost 11. I can get a couple in.
Yeah, you can get like 1 or 2 episodes in. And then you're gonna find that you've watched the entire thing and you have to go to work.
And then I'm...
Yeah. But yeah, it was... I just want to talk about it and I can't because you haven't seen it.
Oh man! Okay,
so
that promise.
Yeah,
next time,
all right.
I'll be prepared. I'll watch it. I'll watch all of it, and we're gonna talk about it.
All right, so let's move on to something else.
Okay. Well, we kind of touched on everything we were thinking of, in not the same order we were thinking.
Kind of roundabout.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I remember you were talking about the idea of possibly doing a podcast from San Diego Comic-Con.
I'm thinking about it.
That's gonna be...
I don't know, because on Sunday, for those of you guys that don't know, I am a producer for that hashtag show, and as I was mentioning before, I'm going to be going out to San Diego for Comic-Con and producing a bunch of the videos that we're doing down there. So on Sunday, we're shooting our weekly news feed, but where typically it's just Joe and Jessica or Joe and Kelly, it's just 2 people, and runs for like maybe 5 minutes because it's just like a weekly roundup of everything that happened the past week.
Yeah.
Like the big top trending stories.
Yeah.
This time we're gonna be talking about everything that happened at Comic-Con. So we're looking at like a 25-minute show this week.
It could be,
because that's also something you gotta be a part of. Like, so we're doing like a big panel discussion. So you're gonna be
so like everyone can come in and share
that.
their bit.
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna be doing something different.
So we might not do it from Comic-Con, but Monday we can definitely come back and talk about it after that.
That'd be cool. And yeah, maybe I'll have some pictures to share.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. While we were sitting here, I got an email from Sideshow, so we're gonna be going and checking out the Sideshow collectible booth. I don't know if you've seen their have you seen their stuff?
I remember. It sounds familiar. I'll have to look at it.
It's all like really high end replicas. So like I was showing someone earlier. They have like a Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. It's like a 1/6 scale statuette, so it's like like this big. It's like $600.
Sideshow,
because it's Sideshow Collectibles.
Sideshow Collectibles.
Yeah, I can show you here.
Who's faster? Oh, same time.
So here, so one of their new things is this Darth Vader.
I see.
And it's just like a done statue. We need to fix this so we can pull some of the stuff up on there.
Yeah.
So that people can see what we're talking about. But you guys should go to SideshowCollectibles.com or SideshowToy.com. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I see they have Art Jim's print there.
Yeah, they've got a lot. They've got a lot of stuff. It's really cool. Last year they had this really cool thing.
I love the artist.
they called R2 Me Too.
R2 Me Too?
Where they would give people blank R2D2 replicas and let them paint them and add other things to them. So like I saw ones they handed them out to people at their office to make like their own like
so you can just color it in the way you want.
Yeah. Or like modify it. So like someone turned R2D2 into Oscar the Grouch's trash can. So it was R2D2 with his head kind of like lying off to the side and then Oscar the Grouch inside of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was really cool. So I'm looking forward. So that's something I'm looking forward to, is seeing what they've got there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I could see how R2D2 would be really like fun to paint or customize because of the lines he has are very, very.
And just being able to modify and do things with, like really cool things with, because like if you look at like C-3PO is humanoid. So like you've got.
There's only so much.
Yeah, I mean you can do a lot with him, but being able to repaint like a cylinder as anything else, it's basically a blank slate.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and I look forward to seeing everything that they got going on. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we hit everything that we wanted to talk about. So it might be time to wrap out for the evening, since it's almost 11 o'clock, and I still have to drive an hour home. So, Brian here lives in the South Bay. I live up in the Valley. So that's a bit of a drive.
Yeah. And you're working kind of in between, right?
Yeah, I work in Culver. So that's like, yeah, that's in between.
What about Tyler?
Taylor?
Taylor.
He works with me. He lives like mid-city. He lives in like up by the Grove.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of in at the center of everything.
Cool.
But yeah, so I guess that'll do it for us for this week. Next week we'll be back talking about San Diego Comic-Con, Brian's binging of
Stranger Things. Yeah.
And we'll find out whether or not I wore out my shoes and have to buy new ones again after a week.
I might have to. Well, actually, I'll be okay. Because I'm actually not running the floors or anything.
But you are running that competition.
Oh, yeah. So, there you go. I got some shoes ready. Well, yeah. Thank you all for stopping by.
Yeah, if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about next week, leave some comments in the comments. Yeah, comments in the comments.
Leave us comments in the comments. Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube it's the comments. On Africa TV it's the wall. There's a comment you can leave on the wall as well.
Maybe we'll do some live streaming from the floor. I've got we can do that from Facebook or from Africa. Got the app on my phone.
And this channel, for those who missed the last one, this was originally a podcast called Price of Admission, and Josh and Taylor are rebranding it to Channel 42 so we can talk about more things. Yeah, we talked about movies, and now we're branching out. Yeah, I want to be able to talk about my new shoes that I bought. Yeah, and Pokemon Go, and video games, and Comic Con,
and how I just caught a Beewhiddle. What was that thing? B. I don't know what it was. It was a thing that looked like a bee with like lances on its arms.
Dweedle. It's a Pokemon.
Dweedle?
It's a bug Pokemon.
It was a bee Pokemon. I'll tell you in a second. It was recent Beedrill.
What? You caught that in my apartment?
I caught this in your apartment.
I don't have one of those.
This is the evolved Weedle.
Beedrill. Oh,
Beedrill,
yeah. Derp. There we go.
What are you trying to get into in the film industry? What do you want to do? But is that
Bomi?
I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to see. There's another thing in your apartment. It's a mankey.
A mankey?
It's a mankey. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys kind of see. But there's a mankey in his apartment. I turned off my AR, though, because it's faster.
Yeah. Bomi says, right now I'm an intern as a video editor.
Is that what you want to do? The editing is... For me, it's not... I do it, but it's not necessarily the thing that I like doing the best.
That is your day job, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, my day job is
professional
post-production.
Post-production.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's tedious.
Ignorant says, I was about to say Brazers is hiring. Oh my gosh. I never even thought of what an editor in that industry... Anyways.
I mean, when I first moved out here, not them, but I applied for a job at Playboy TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were looking for some assistance. I don't know what I would have been doing there. But I'm sure it would have been fun. I can think of worse places to work. So yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it for us for this week. We'll catch you guys next week. Make sure to like us or subscribe to us here. Like what do they do? What do they do in Africa?
On Africa TV, you can see the links to the Twitter and YouTube channel up above. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us, please. And like the broadcast.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button that's like, I think, over there. Somewhere down that way.
And then 5 years from now, they change it to over there.
Yeah, it'll be like up there or over there. So I'm going to do this. Subscribe wherever the button is. And follow us, like us. You can check us out on Twitter at TheChannel42. If you look up Channel 42, it's that same logo. It should come up pretty easily. Find us on Facebook at Channel 42. Subscribe to that hashtag show everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Because you won't want to miss our Comic-Con coverage.
And Pop Culture Renegades, where I
Pop Culture Renegades for Brian. Check out some of his app stuff. One of your things from Silicon Valley Comic-Con just got posted.
Oh, really?
Not Silicon Valley. E3. Galaxy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm too embarrassed to watch anything.
And your Batman thing.
Anytime I watch something, I'm like, I can't finish it. I'm like, what am I doing?
It's same with me. Like, I'm looking at myself on the preview here, and I'm like, just don't.
See, live streaming.
Don't look at it.
I'm used to this. I can do this, but yeah, watching.
So anyways, your voice, like you were saying that earlier. Like
my voice. Yeah,
I remember. Like you, do you have an outgoing voicemail on your phone?
I do not.
Neither do I. Mm-hmm. Because I hate my voice that way. Like, when I worked in an office where I had my own extension, I had to leave, like, an outgoing message for people. And it was always, hi, this is Josh. Thanks for calling. Fuck, I'm going to do that again. It's horrible. I hated it. Anyway, I'll leave you guys on that note. We'll see you guys next time.
Hi, Banker. And bye. Sorry. We're just ending. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to follow us. Yeah, bye, Banker. Sorry. We were just wrapping up. Thanks for stopping by.